2025 marks the 40th anniversary of our beloved Silver Eagle. And if you go back over the last 40 years, there's lots of great coins. The 93, the first time ever a P mint mark was put onto a silver dollar in U.S. history, right? And then we had the special issues that started coming with 2006, our 20th anniversary, 2011, our 25th, 12 and 13, San Francisco and West Point, and then it just kept on snowballing from that point forward. So where do I go and look for value today in those last 40 years? Well, that's the fun we have here, which is looking at how many they made, how many are known in that grade, and then ultimately what is the price. Well, tonight we know we nailed it. Here we go. So the year is 2008, so give or take 2 decades ago, and it's an average year for mintage. How many coins were made? They made a little over 700,000 proof Silver Eagles from the West Point Mint. Now in 2021, we changed the design. So this is the old John Mercanti reverse. We'll show you that in a minute, right here. And they actually have this one in the wrong holder, so we'll get that fixed for you. So it'll be basically a blank back on this one, not the eagle itself. And tonight, we have what? Well, the X10 is the grading service now, the modern side of NGC. It was introduced a couple of years ago. Talking with them at a recent coin show, they said, finally, we're going to have our population reports released so people can look up at what a 70 is and how many of them are known in 10. Together is NGC's total perfect population. But tonight, this is something special because of this. If you look at last year's numbers, 2024, you look at 23's numbers, 22's numbers, 21's numbers. The last 5 years, we are at 55, 60, 70, 80, upwards of 100,000 70s and or 10s known to exist. 2008, almost 2 decades back. You ready for the number? And that's why I love it. 26,018. 26,018. A third of where we've seen coins go. Now, in the current marketplace, 2025's, the West Point, is out. Most of my competitors are $199 to $239, $249 for a perfect 10 or a perfect 70. Again, with NGC, a 10 is a 70 is a 10. They're just modernizing the concept because all the other collectibles, comic books, sports cards, even the Olympics, grades on a 10-point scale. So they shifted over to the 10-point scale. The other fun part is this red, white, and blue interactive core is our exclusive. And it is the #1 requested core by NGC. And that's because the obverse is interactive. The reverse, as you can see here, if this is a Type 2 coin, would be interactive with it. As I referenced, they did holder this wrong, and they will be reholdering it for us to make it right for you. We'll get them to do that right away. These just came in from a batch of 2008s we purchased, and it was like, wow. It was bought as a fresh deal, and it was a fresh deal. Because today, you just don't see the numbers come forward. But the historical numbers prove it out. Now, this coin in a capsule, in the original government packaging, which is a little blue velour box, certificate, and then the outer blue box, they're at $165 for 2008 in what they call OGP, original government packaging. We did see one of our competitors who had this up about a month ago, and that was a 70, the equivalent, a 2008 in NGC 70. They were at $279, but tonight we have them at $190. We're under $200, and we're in the new NGC X10 format. So again, the red, white, and blue is tied to the NGC X program. With Silver Eagles, that is the obverse. The reverse is a regular clear reverse for all the John Mercanti heraldic eagles. And then the 2021 forward is the eagle landing double-sided interactive. Something really special. Love the holder, everyone, but the bottom line is this. Only so many are available. And when you look at the numbers, again, only 26,018 of them compared to that 75, 80, 100,000 we've seen the last 4 or 5 years. I mean, Silver Eagles, proof Silver Eagles are the hottest segment of the U.S. coin market. And they continue to be year in, year out. I mean, the 2025s are out right now. A 2025 in an original government package is a $100 coin. That's the starting place from the U.S. Mint, which is why when I reference the 25 proof 70 numbers are at $199 to $249. We're going backwards in time, give or take a couple of decades, to find this perfect gem. 2008 it is, and it is perfect. Guys, give me a 30-second clock, please. So the Silver Eagle in 2025 is 40 years old. From 1986 through the early part of 2021, this was the reverse. It was John Mercanti's. They call it the heraldic eagle. Eagle with shield is something I've heard before. And then later in 21, we changed over to the new eagle landing design. When NGC X came out, which is NGC's modern side grading service, tying in their comic book side, their sports side for cards. And as I referenced, even the Olympics, 10 is now perfect. A 9.9 is kinda, but not there. Kind of like a 69 and a 70 in the old Sheldon scale. But tonight, this 08, this special low pop, NGC 70 and NGC X10 added together equal only 26,018. That's a coin.